Oh, that's right. Direct from the devs who got laid off today. Oh, they only show 4 games? Crazy. Oh, shit. Sheesh. Oh, God. Please, please use a different background.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world.
Well, it's Elden Ring.
Put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at
That looks
the heart
pretty.
of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
Controller gameplay right there.
Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix.
Dude, is this fucking Harry Potter?
To fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snap.
That was the least exciting gameplay I've ever seen with the double shield block there. Oh my god. Hold on.
Use your abilities.
Like, okay, pulling, cool, melee attacks, pretty standard, but like the double blocking, just block.
Parries and special attacks.
Wow.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity
No shot.
to focus on weaker or
Dog, no fucking shot.
tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched.
Wow, no shot.
You can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even
It looks like you're playing in like a baby easy mode. Like, this doesn't look super like engaging or exciting, and like any of these moments like really matter.
in dual-wield wands.
Whoa!
Like a gunslinging mage.
Whoa, whoa.
You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
Whoa.
We've worked hard to keep you
Yeah, they look like AFK.
battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions.
Dude, these devs look like they're being held at gunpoint to read this and sound excited.
Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with
They're like, you have to sound excited or we're literally going to cut your job tomorrow.
profound consequences. Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to
Oh,
you
he's sleeping.
to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the 4 of us. Manu, Kiri, now
Ooh.
and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that
What are you, some sort of suicide squad?
I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it.
Fuck, this game is Avowed, dude.
Sergeant,
The hottest new game that will definitely pop off.
So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all, and loudly.
You're a dumb baby.
Found Sergeant Asui. Why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you
What are you,
confront Private
dumb?
Valky, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor.
Whoa, no way.
When you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience.
He belongs in the world, that's
By
fucked up.
contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver
I don't think you can say
complex
that.
emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions...
Yeah, exactly, Strabo. It's like every other RPG that's ever come out.
All of the regions
You
have
feel
special things
the
associated
choices,
with them,
but
I
you
have
really
a
don't.
deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color.
Whoa!
By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Ooh. Using the same gameplay clips, that's enticing. Oh, there's some new ones. Crystal Spider. Okay, okay, okay. Avowed. And that art is sick, though. You know, if it's not AI generated. Mortals of Avium and Redfall. Oof. Forspoken. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, a little Hellblade. Little Well, Hellblade action. There actually gameplay.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard.
I hope I like the second one more than I did the first.
Into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity
I'm gonna play it, but
and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
it's second installment. It feels like it should be the third.
Do you see how the pitiless world stamps you down?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source.
I feel like I should replay the
But
first.
not just
It's
her
been
quest
so
has
long,
changed.
but I don't know if I
Senua
can.
herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's
Nah, it's just
made peace
Hellblade.
with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique
Take them out,
perspective,
stretch the game.
and
Yeah.
others who will reject it.
I mean, a lot about the game's great, but the fucking actual gameplay and combat's so bad.
Became my tribe.
And I feel like they've not shown enough of the gameplay and combat for this one to change my mind on how it's going to be.
In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building
What
more
does that
surreal
mean?
elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
A sign. Focus.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having.
Oh, they're just leaking code in the background. What the
around
fuck?
her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Okay, new combat.
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey.
I mean, it looks nice.
Always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors.
He's gonna sprawl. What's up, Toby?
On their faces, and then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion.
The shitty thing is this game's gonna run like ass on my PC with streaming, so I'm gonna have to play on like low, medium graphics.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference.
Anybody want to buy me a 4090 real quick?
You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life
The
through
Zips, yeah.
binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory
I
hallucination.
don't know if anyone like runs the first game really.
Binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a run of Hellblade 1.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Whoa, footage from the Game Awards?
Their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music, it really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Yeah, I guess I need to watch a run of the first game.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't...
I just hope it's not one of those games that's the process of making it's way more interesting than the actual game. I hope it's good.
Understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that
10 seconds in that clip. I'll do it in a bit.
Keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
May 21st? Oh, shit. Let me make sure I don't leak anything here real quick. No leakers? Any leakers? Is there supposed to be a timestamp? Oh, 108. What is 108? Well, yeah, we'll just watch like the first minute of the run. 124 time? 123? It's kind of crazy. Do they not have audio on this? Nice.
I'm not sure if the stream will run good or not.
The fuck is that?
I bumped up the quality from yesterday.
I'm surprised no one's like submitted this for like a GDQ. I don't think Hellblade's. I mean, maybe I've just not paid attention. She's sprawling. You know what in the fuck? That's so stupid. She climbs the ladder. Okay. I assume that's coming up here in a second then.
And I also changed a little bit of the layout.
That's so stupid.
Based on my opinion. And I wanted to show my inputs again. You can see what I'm doing. Unfortunately, it doesn't pick up the escape inputs from the macro. But,
Macro? This guy's using a fucking macro.
Just Press one button.
Nice. And you can just run around as much as you want, right? That's so fucking stupid. 1.24? Well, it's a lot of walking. You're just casually walking for an hour and a half. And there's probably a lot of cutscenes too. I would guess like 35 minutes of this is cutscene.
Not yet sure about the...
Alright, okay. Wanted to watch a full run at some point. I don't know. May 21st, huh? Okay, respectable. Well, this hasn't been GDQ. Did you watch The Last of Us? Point proven. I'm gonna assume Indiana Jones is gonna be last, right? What is Oxide? Whoa. Hacking in? Whoa, anime. I love these cutscenes. Why? Such a good moment. Any anime enjoyers? This is Power World?
Greetings, Xbox player.
What was that building design? What the fuck? That's a crazy building. No, bit right gone. Bit right back. Small F, baby F. Oh, hold on. It's coming back. Small F. He's back. Not downloading games, are No. Yeah, I mean, look at this fucking building. What? Who builds like this? It's crazy.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の
Oh my god, I love Power World.
Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに、個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG として
I can't wait for this to be the finale of the next GDQ.
発売され、長らく
Yeah, are there really that many mana games? No shot.
本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの
I thought there were like 2 of them.
これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然とのつながりを感じられる。
You see that like still rising movement right there?
伝説の世界を体験しても
That
らえ
was
る。
crazy.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
I see two names in my chat that would like be perfect runners for this game.
聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello.
Damn, this guy's fucking in the Matrix.
I am so happy to
That jacket though.
the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では
This is Japanese Dante.
ドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana に落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
Dude, this is definitely Power World.
聖剣伝説ファイナル
Oh god, my
ガイデンを作っていた頃から自分の頭の中では モンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、
A pumpkin.
自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる
かわいい
頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピック、
God, that's the most adorable mount I've ever seen in a video game.
新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目やアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメー
Didn't
ジ
see normal looking people wearing leather. Wow.
特徴を
Can't
取
just
り
say
入れな
that.
がらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験でき
I
る
mean,
と
if yeah,
今作では
you're in the anime games, looks pretty good.
を導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。
I mean, I'd rather play this than Avowed.
BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく、
Oh, these aren't enemies. This is just like wildlife, you know?
そして本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作
Alright, I mean, it looks pretty fun.
小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox
Also, this is like the most nerd emoji guy I've ever seen in my life.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Summer 2024. He's a gamer. I would hope so.
Hello.
Hello.
Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara,
What? It's not.
some of the preconceived notions isn't just more of the same.
What did the nut say?
With Ara,
Hand raising. No personal attacks, no titles, respect, participate, open minds. Damn. You gotta write that in the
we wanted to challenge some
the
of the
offices? That's fucked
about
up.
the genre, forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make
Attack
it
'em.
good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world
Oh, it's still
the chance
rising.
to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness
Did he really?
influence on
It's crazy, dude.
over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes.
I mean, you're like the only one that's ever played it, so yeah, people are gonna know you.
Truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
Whoa!
In the game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement?
The fucking Gundams? What? Why would you go for anything besides Gundams?
Players get to decide what's important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Do you want to like go for arts and like all of this pretty stuff, or fucking Gundams?
Our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Okay, you can have the pyramid, or you can have a fucking Gundam.
Is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at
crazy.
balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation
What
for
the fuck?
everything, from international trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Aura just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Aura, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Aura has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
Freaking art major. Hell yeah, dude.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people
that's
who make
crazy.
really understand what you're making.
A hammock under the desk? Dog, that's wild. But you also know she's sleeping there most nights. That's because she's not going home for the next 6 months.
It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game.
Whoa!
In our first iteration, it was
Wildlife.
a little bit too aggressive or disruptive.
That's
We knew
crazy.
we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars!
Cougars, I hate cougars!
someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Aura is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
Whoa. Indiana Jones time? Little Indy? F's? No, we're back. F's back. Small F. Small F. Small F's. Nice. Love my ISP. It's great. Oh shit. Machine Games. Cox now. Have Spectrum.
Och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I had this idea.
I am confused on the whole Todd Howard being involved in this process because it's Machine Games and not Bethesda Game Studios. So the fact that he's the executive producer and recruited Machine Games to do it is kind of weird. Also Todd Howard is fucking
For what it would be like and the story.
A guy?
What he was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive.
Yeah,
of
man, apparently it's
everything that we want to do.
Todd's specialty.
It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been.
I mean, look, if you need a guy to go in and sell a project, you send in Todd. It doesn't matter if the game's fucking the worst thing you've ever played. He's gonna sell it to you regardless, right? Like, as long as he didn't work on the game, I'm happy. I love machine games, love the Wolfenstein series, and yeah, it makes perfect sense. They're making a game where you beat up and kill Nazis. But
let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Okay, Pog.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here.
Graphics look a little weird. Something off about them. But.
Sense of Africa.
Oh, they actually got the likeness. That's by like 2/3 of the budget. Okay.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past.
Yeah, I would imagine this is
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and
id Tech engine.
scattered and buried.
Wonder if it's id Tech 6.
Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Something with the animation looks a little off, but for the most part, it looks pretty good.
Throughout history,
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you didn't tell me this was Indiana Jones, it looks like Wolfenstein.
significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Yeah, there's some moments of third person, probably just to show it off, but
Trust me. I've had run-ins with these guys before.
he completely misses the whip
Trust me.
and still gets him. Okay, a little generous there.
Walk in the park.
Yeah, the whip thing, it probably pretty cool, but a little buggy. Oh, this is Wolfenstein set pieces, like, yeah, that's literally in the New Order, like, the first part of the New Order.
The fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani. The Great Circle.
Whoa. Okay, I mean, yeah. It's just Indiana Jones
You have any idea how old that was?
themed Wolfenstein game. That's cool. Release date? It's probably just like fall, winter, right? Maybe this year?
Indiana Jones
Oh.
is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people.
Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip. And so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Yeah, that part's weird. I don't mind it in cutscenes and stuff, but like the traversal part seems
Set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and the last.
like they could have just kept it first person.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this
Wow, spoilers.
was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
Classic red line. Okay, okay.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Maybe in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The
Puzzles
most
hype?
authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Let's go.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure, with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
Cool.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer
I thought they were gonna bring him back.
capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
I mean, the thing is, they already made this game with the New Order,
We also take a very
so
movie-like approach.
they can't really fuck it up.
cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined.
Watch from chat lost their mind at this part. Well, a woman? Oh my god.
To get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay then, let's see if we can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for him.
He watches Rick and Morty.
They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is...
I really want to see how the whip, like,
You may choose to sneak around...
if it's actually like worthwhile.
Maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got...
There wasn't any blood coming out of that, was there? No.
And when you
I was curious with it being like Lucasfilm, if there's going to be like less gore, especially with the executions, than in Wolfenstein. Because Wolfenstein is over the top in terms of just like the brutality. But maybe they were told like tone it down because it's, you know, family friendly. It'd be a real shame.
You got Indie's most iconic tool.
The whip's either going to be super broken or it's never going to be used. If it's just like a stun mechanic or something, where you're better off just shooting everything, then yeah, it's never going to be used. But who knows? You know, we'll see. The problem is if this is like every other Machine Games game that's come out since the New Order, what it's going to end up being is you skip an entire level, then you watch a 2-minute cutscene, and then you skip an entire level, and then you watch a 1.5-minute long cutscene, and then you skip an entire level and watch a 10-minute cutscene, and it's like you have a 40-minute run with 25 of it being cutscenes. That's, in terms of speedrunning, more than likely what it's going to be.
Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible.
Oh, here's some whip
We
stuff.
want it integrated
Damn,
into
fuck
every
with that.
aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
The traversal part should be the most interesting part.
And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat.
Damn.
Everything you'd expect from Indie's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Also, speaking of this, Phantom Abyss just literally came out of early access yesterday. We'll play at some point, because we played early access and it was fucking awesome, and it's like literally just whip gameplay through temples. For one that wasn't around when we played early access, shit's so much fun. We'll get to it eventually.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's got some other priorities.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones
This week?
and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set
I don't know about this week, but
surprising twists
maybe early
and
next week.
immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so
I mean, early access, I spent like 2.5 streams on it, so I would imagine full release would be
being able to showcase what makes us
a lot of gameplay.
making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year.
Whoa.
Can't wait to share more.
Oh my god, it's Todd Howard. Oh, he's gone. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a delay for this game, but who knows? Whoa, 2024. Cool. Cool gameplay. Now, 100% play it, release. Love me some Machine Games games. That's probably it. Click. Oh, outro. Sheesh. Okay. That's basically the end. Any... Oh, this wraps up. Cool. Don't you do that? What? No. No way. I'd never do that. I would never. Let's see. Phantom Abyss put out a trailer. I'm gonna watch that real quick. Oh yeah, quick little minute-long trailer. This is the game I was talking about. This game's so much fucking fun. We'll find time to play it. It's on Game Pass too, which I think is where my previous stuff was. I don't know if I need to play on Game Pass or buy it, if it matters. I don't know how much carries over from early access. There's an adventure mode. But you can do your like basic temple stuff and just compete with everybody, or you can do campaign. I don't know how like preset that stuff is. I think it's still super randomized. Yeah, this shit got crazy near the end. Whoa. Yeah. CF4 race at GDQ? Yeah, I mean, it depends on how, like, long the run is. I mean, I think even if you're really good at getting through temples, they still take a very long time. And you have to go through, like, a lot of temples. So I don't know if you could really do that. I do think it could make, like, a fun showcase, though. All right. I might try a little speedrun of something real